All right, it's 10 o'clock on Friday, June 19th. Pursuant to Governor Baker's orders, we are allowed to have this meeting through Zoom. I heard that Mr. Martinez, Ms. McNulty, Mr. Spencer, and did I hear Kelly?
I am here, sir.
Okay, all members of the Bellingham Board of Selectmen are present. 2 agenda items to consider, Pete's Bluebird and VFW expansion of outdoor seating. Do we have discussion on Pete's Bluebird?
Mr.
Anyone?
Connor, I would just ask, have the sites been inspected by Mr. Accardi, Mr. Kupfer? And
To my understanding, Pete's Bluebird.
Can we have their feedback, Tim?
Yeah, sure.
Bruce is saying thumbs up.
So we did visit Pete's Bluebird, the VFW, and also Plaza Mexico was visited earlier this week. They hadn't submitted a drawing until first thing this morning, just so you guys know. They dropped a drawing off at the town hall for exterior, a little additional seating adjacent to their patio. Hillary did send out just I think minutes ago, sent out their drawing for review. We did go to all 3 businesses. I can start with Pete's Bluebird, if that's okay. So Pete's is
Please,
proposing the drawing, okay, and their seating is directly behind their building, which doesn't impact their parking at all, and is sheltered by the building, is around the seating on 2 sides, and the back part is the wood, so it's a kind of a nice little area. He's debating whether he's even going to do it. He wants to get the approval. He's thinking about doing it. He's not really sure through with it, but so he's seeking the approval for that. And then the VFW is looking to serve food. They're going to reopen their kitchen. They have a serve safe person on board, and I think they wanted to open 3 to 4 days a week, and that's it, to try to keep the place going. They have a back area that has a tent and tables on their diagram. Nothing will be up front, and nothing will be in the parking area. They did request some hours, but that's for your review. The last and that's it. So it was just those 3. We did visit them, and their kitchen, the VFW's kitchen's all up to date and everything. Their hood inspection and everything. They do have to put in their food license. They'll renew it. They did have one in the past, so I think that's about it.
Okay, any questions for Tim or Jim, or any other questions related to Pete's Bluebird?
Just one question, Mr. Connor. This is a temporary. They're just applying for temporary, correct? Okay.
That's correct. Yeah, these are all temporary since we're not doing formal hearings.
Okay.
Are the hours the same for all of the places, or is it based on what their current liquor license is for?
Tim, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe or Hillary, but everybody should be abiding by what's their current hours.
Yeah, I think most of them can operate, most of them I think are operating only until 10 or 11. Their liquor licenses say 1 a.m., but I think as a board, we decided that that's too late to be sitting outside, especially in residential areas, drinking and eating. So unless there's a specific restaurant that you want to address, because it's in a residential neighborhood or not in a parking lot, we as a board can set specific hours for this time.
Speaking of the VFW, because that is residential pretty much, right?
Right. Yeah, so I'd like to add, so the Grumpy's restaurant, they have residential all around the back parking lot where their seating is, and the board did request that they operate till 10. So I would imagine you'd probably want to keep it the same, whoever has residential around them, which
let's be consistent.
Yeah, and the VFW. So
yeah, I think we need to be consistent.
Agreed.
So we were discussing Pete first, right? We were just discussing. Okay, so we want to do a vote on Pete's unless there's any other questions. I wasn't sure.
I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the outdoor seating as presented for Pete's Bluebird.
Second.
First by Mr. Spencer, second by Mr. Martinez. All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Opposed? None? 5-0. Next up, why don't we just do Plaza del Mexico? Do we have a similar motion?
Can I make a suggestion that you approve it with the condition that Tim and whoever else goes and inspects the barrier once it's set up?
So Hillary, are you saying that you want us to like approve a temporary and not do a final until the barrier? I mean, they should
No,
have a barrier
I would-
similar to PJ's.
I would
think.
approve, yes, it's going to be, but they don't have it, like that right now. Because when Tim originally went out, he approved it because they showed they were gonna just put like 3 tables in the front of the restaurant on the sidewalk where there's the fire lane. But now they've changed it to put it on the side. So, which is fine. The setup, I think, if Tim agrees, that the setup is fine and he just wants to do one final inspection. So I think we can approve it with, after, approve it today.
So the motion would be to approve based upon Tim's final approval?
Yes.
All right, so I'll make the
Tim, do you agree
motion.
with, Tim, do you agree with that?
Yeah, so we just didn't have any discussion on barriers because they did move the location. So I just wanted to make sure that they're aware that they're going to have to put up a barrier. Again, they came in this morning, so I didn't get to have a conversation with them. So if you want to approve it and pending a barrier added to their drawing, so we have it on file.
And final sign off by the building inspector. So that would be the motion.
I have a question.
Okay. Yep.
To follow up on
By the
your
building
point,
commissioner. You can just have it by the building.
Don, you had said you were near there over the weekend and they were
Yeah.
sort of, did we follow up with them and are they aware of the limitations? And I just am a little worried, giving them more space, that they're not going to be playing by the rules as we outlay them.
Bruce, I think Bruce and Tim went out to address that concern. Bruce?
Yeah, so
Hey, Bruce, you're on mute.
yeah, we went to, we did go to Plaza Mexico and ask them to move their tables. We had them adjust their table.
So, hey, I do have a question, and Cindy, thanks for bringing that up. There should be an occupancy limit to that inside place. So what I witnessed was just jammed. It was almost like a party at a normal outdoor bar when there's no restrictions. That's what I witnessed. Again, I don't want to shut them down, but I think that there should be an occupancy limit. I mean, that's a small, tight space. And I don't know if they've got 4 chairs per table or 3 chairs per table, but did you guys notice any of that? I'm not trying to be difficult here, but I mean, I went over to, I didn't mean to give the folks at Devlin a hard time. I just wanted to know more. And I was over there the other day and they have it done beautifully. I mean, I compliment them for how they've handled it. So any
If we've already had one issue with Plaza del Mexico, why are we giving them any more leeway? If we've already had one issue, why do we give them more leeway? Let them prove that they can get it right.
If I could chime in, Jim here. So I think this is somewhat of a direct result from that concern. They recognize that it's too tight on their patio, and so they want to expand out to the side parking lot so that they can distance those tables.
I think we give them a shot, but we have to, if you want, I live close by. I'll be happy to go and inspect over the weekend and maybe have a cocktail or two and see if they're doing their thing. Hey, I'll do it. I'll take one for the team.
For that, I think for a margarita.
So honestly, I want to give them a shot. I mean, here's what I witnessed. I just witnessed a long line outside the building and people were just coming because the place is obviously popular and they probably didn't understand how to control it. And maybe if I had gone in there and said something, but I just didn't think it was my right to do so. And that's why I brought it up. Give them another shot, let them expand, and we'll see if they do a good job. If they don't, we'll shut it down. that fair?
All right.
Does that sound
So-
fair?
Yeah. Don, I agree with you. I think they probably just didn't know how to handle it. They probably didn't
Yeah.
expect what they were going to get. Their tables were a little close, but Bruce and I made them spread them out on the patio to get the distance there. And I think Jim's point is that's probably why they want to expand out so they don't have that problem. They probably didn't expect the turnout
Yeah,
they were.
it was
get, I would
unbelievable.
imagine.
It was
You know.
it was good for them. It was like the lobster cart over this week. Place was packed.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah,
I'll
no, we
second
did-
Don's
we-
motion.
We did suggest
Okay,
that
so-
they had that space to be able to spread out. And we helped them actually physically move some of the tables to get the distancing. So the manager and Tim and I did spend considerable time with him to explain to him the social distancing.
Okay, so we'll go with Dawn's motion and seconded by Dan.
Sounds
Can
good.
you
I
read
got it.
back the motion, Hillary, just so we have it?
Yep, so you're gonna approval of the outdoor extension pending a barrier and final sign off by the building inspector.
Okay, yep, so moved. Thank you.
Okay, all those in favor, say aye.
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 Aye. Opposed? None, 5-0. Next up is VFW,
So can I make
which is looking,
a quick point, Mr. Connor? I'm reading over the VFW petition to open document that we received, and on their document, they're asking for 4 to 11 Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So we're going to approve 4 to 10 Friday, Saturday, Sunday, correct?
correct.
I have members here if you want to ask them any specific questions.
No, just that they understand that it will only be to 10 and not 11, like their
Yep, they're good with
petition
that.
requested. Okay.
Okay, do I have a motion for the VFW to be open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday from the hours of 4 to 10 p.m.?
Moved.
Second.
Question,
Okay,
Mr. Connor?
Yep,
So the question I have is they have a restaurant there. Just to be clear, they can serve food, but they just can't serve more alcohol after 10 o'clock. Is that correct? Because I think that's how I just want to be clear because the restaurant's technically open till 1 a.m., but they can't serve liquor past 10. So if they wanted to serve food with Cokes or ginger ale, can they do that? I just want to understand what we're saying here. Because I believe all the restaurants have a permit till 1. We just can't serve alcohol. Can I get some clarification?
Well, I think the outdoor expansion that we've been approving on this temporary basis has been, they can serve food and alcohol outside until 10 p.m.
Okay, I just wanted to
Because there's-
understand. Yep,
Right, because no one is inside right now.
yeah,
I
I'm
think if
fine
you're-
with that. Yeah.
Okay,
I just wanted to
Okay.
be clear because I know with some conversation back and forth with Grumpy's and I wanted to understand, did we just stop food and alcohol at 10 or was it just alcohol? So, okay.
I think
thank
it was
you.
I think it was everything if I'm on the same page as everyone else.
See, I
Yep.
personally don't have a problem with food being served like munchies and stuff. It's just the alcohol needs to stop. But
Yeah.
no
I
one's
just don't
asking for that.
envision the VFW being geared for that.
Yeah,
No.
I'm
So,
with you. They're not a
4
restaurant.
to 10 for everything
Mm-hmm.
is reasonable.
I'm with you. Okay.
Okay. All right. Hillary, who made the motion on the second? Because I can't see what's going on.
Cindy and Dan.
Okay. Any additional discussion? All right. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None, 5-0. I believe that satisfies our agenda for today.
Mr. Connor, if I could just bring up one thing real quick.
Yeah,
I
please.
mentioned it at the 9 a.m. meeting this morning. Depending on what Governor Baker's ruling is today with regards to the possibility of indoor dining, if he approves or phase 2, part 2 allows for indoor dining with contingent based on
Didn't work.
occupancy, if it's effective Monday, I would like to offer Bellingham residents to take advantage of that starting on Sunday so they can maybe take advantage of Father's Day breakfast and or brunch. and recoup some of lost revenue. I would think that 24 hours would have a minimum public health risk, but it might have a decent financial impact by allowing that extra day. So I throw it out there for consideration.
Are there? Hey, I just want to ask. I'm okay with that, Dan. I think it's great. I'm just concerned what the recourse might be on the town of Bellingham. I know it's only 24 hours. It likely would be minimal, but if it's effective Monday, I would just like a ruling, official, like how would it impact the town, if any, if it wouldn't, if it would. Anyone have anything to add? Dennis, maybe, or Bruce?
It would just require Rob and I to step up the inspection process a little bit. I just got off the phone with Rob and made him aware that we were going to discuss this in the meeting. So he's on board if we need to, jump in and get out there today, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, and do some additional inspections. That would happen. I just, based on what the governor says, if somebody could get back to me as ASAP, I can confer with Rob and we'll get the inspection.
Will you have enough time if all these restaurants decide, I'm thinking, the restaurants decide to open up Sunday, will you have time to get to all of them beforehand? I mean, it is Father's Day. It's for you guys too, right?
No, I know. I mean, we do the best we can.
Okay.
And get to them all. I mean, if it opens Monday, we still have the same dilemma. So.
Okay, fair enough.
I think the most restaurants that would consider this would be more of a breakfast brunch type place, and the other ones that supposed to be a nice weekend. So Sunday we'll have outdoor dining as well for most others. So I think if there's restaurants that aren't open because they don't have the outdoor seating availability, maybe we can make those a priority to get the inspections first.
Correct. I mean, the ones that have the outside seating, Rob has been continuing to inspect. So, I mean, inspections are still going on as we speak. It's just that the ones that had no outside seating and would be, want to open would be the ones that would hit first.
And again, this is all contingent on what the governor says today.
All right, so Dan, that's your motion, is to allow for Sunday opening if the governor allows the state to open Monday.
That's correct.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Martinez. Any other discussion? All right, hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? I'll make it unanimous. All right, 5-0. All right, I think that's all of our agenda.
I just have I guess it's new business, no, old business. Is there a walkthrough at the football field, or has that already been done? I didn't hear a time.
Noon to 1-ish, I think.
I didn't hear a time, so.
Yeah, I think we were going out at
I'm
1 o'clock.
muted, I think.
Done.
Oh, okay. So I heard 12. I heard 1.
Yeah, can you hear me?
What
now?
is it?
Yeah, we're going to be there at 12 o'clock. They're setting stages set up. They're setting up chairs. So it's not necessarily a formal walkthrough. It's just you can come down and see how it looks. Monday it'll be all set up. Porta johns have been delivered. So it's kind of the next couple hours they'll be setting up. Our signage will be going up on Monday. But we'll be there between 12 and 2 or so if you want to stop down.
Are we can we do a run through on Monday, Dennis? Maybe in the afternoon, possibly, or late in the afternoon, just to make sure all the audio's working.
Anybody that would like to, well, the audio won't be set up probably. The audio company is going to be showing up around 5 o'clock to set up the audio.
Oh, okay.
We're going to be testing the automatic voting again. We did it last week. We're going to do it again based on where the stage is going to be. So we'll be there much of the day on Monday, back and forth, just making sure everything is ready to go. Motions. I've got all the motions. I think everyone, Michael, you sent out who's reading what, I think, right?
Yes.
Yep, and I've got copies of them, so I will email them to you. I know I met with Cindy and Kelly's got hers. I'll email the actual motion out, but I'll have copies for you Monday night. So I'll have the 3 for you, one for the moderator and one for the clerk and one for yourself to read.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Michael
Right.
gave me mine, so I've read through them.
Good.
Mine are just land. It's nothing really.
And if anyone wants notes, speaker notes, Mary's done those in the past. I know some of the motions are pretty procedural, but anybody wants those, just email me, let me know. Mary
Yes,
will.
please.
I gotta take care of it.
Are we wearing,
Yeah.
we're wearing face masks? We're wearing masks?
For the
Come back
town
to-
meeting, face masks are required.
Yeah,
And
so we'll need
unless
to
you're
on
speaking,
stage.
you can remove it to speak, and
You want
then
beer?
that's the guidelines that we have from the.
That's what I thought. I
state
just want to make
town
sure that
meeting.
we're
Yep,
all
and we
wearing
will
masks.
have a no mask section for those that can't wear masks or choose not to.
Okay.
Anything else? No? Okay, but I
Motion.
will be down there, Don, around from 12 o'clock.
Okay, I may come up, may or may not. I'm not,
Great.
just was
Thank you.
checking. Okay, thanks, Dennis.
Motion to adjourn.
Okay,
Second.
we have a second. The first and second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right.
Thank you
Happy
very much.
Father's
We'll
Day.
talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
See you. Have a nice weekend.